Mark Berman. I'm here at the studios of WZXL in Atlantic City. It's a rock station. And, there's a really funny guy on the air. In fact, he's so funny, he's opening for Dom Irrera at the Tropicana in the showroom. We're going to spend a few minutes, if I can find him, with Scott-Friedman right here. Hey, Scott, how you doing, man?
How are you? Good to see you, Mark.
So, now, you do mornings here.
Uh-huh.
It means you get up, I guess, what, middle of the night?
Yeah, about 4 a.m.
4 a.m. And then you do your shift with Joe.
Right.
And then at night, you've got a very incredible, great career in comedy where you're playing comedy clubs. So now you got mornings, you got nights. What do you do the rest of the day?
Thank you for saying very incredible, great career, because from your mouth to God's ears. But
you're a funny guy, man.
Well, thank you. During the day, I actually have another business that I run, and I also work on my comedy act, and then I try to, fit in being a dad and a husband as well. So.
Okay, so when you're done sleeping during the day before doing the comedy gigs, when did you realize you were funny? Because you know what? We see you everywhere down here, and you just make us laugh.
Well, thank you. I guess you realize you're funny. I mean, like a lot of comics, I realized I was funny when I was a kid. I mean, I was entertaining the family at events and things all the time, and people would want me to do stuff. But there's a big difference between being funny and being a stand-up. Totally different. Yeah. Like a lot of the stuff we'll do on the air, a lot of the stuff that happens to me in real life, I can't put on the stage. It's just not funny to anybody else. It's one of those you had to be there,
Where do you pull your material from? What makes up your show?
Mostly right now, it's my life. I don't do typically topical humor, although depending on the gig and on the room where it is, occasionally I'll throw something in there that has to do with what recently happened. But mostly it's about being 40-something years old, being a father of 3, being married for a second time, and life like that. Now,
you're a local guy. You're on the bill with a guy who's, we can consider Philadelphia local. What's it, 70 miles away from Atlantic City? Sure. So, do you know Dom?
Actually, I don't. I mean, I grew up outside of Philly originally in New Jersey, South Jersey, and, Dom's a legend. I mean, he's hilarious. His bits are just absolutely out of this world. But this is the first time I met him, and this is a tribute to Dom. He agreed to let me open months ago and had no idea who I was, probably still doesn't know who I am, and had no idea if I was funny or not.
Wow. It's a super bill Saturday night at the Tropicana here in Atlantic City in the showroom. It's going to be Dom Irrera, Scott-Friedman, and I'll tell you what, it's a ticket you must get. It's a must-see in AC. So they're going to laugh, aren't they?
Yeah, they're going to laugh. I mean, maybe they're going to laugh at me, but they're going to laugh with Dom. No, it's going to be funny. I try to be I try to be a little bit humble about this because I'm not, I don't sit there and say I'm the funniest comedian in the world, but I get laughs. I don't, I'm not going to disappoint.
Oh, you get laughs. We see it.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not going to disappoint. And Dom is just, if you don't come away with your face hurting from an hour with Dom from laughing and smiling too much, then you weren't paying attention or you were too drunk to know. So you're going to have a good time.
Rock and roll in the morning, yuck yucks at night. In the afternoon, what was that? Sleeps. No, he's other business. Yeah, right. I hear him.
I got to write my jokes.
Scott-Friedman with Mark Berman here on NJ.com.
Ooh, love it. Whoa.